Sometimes, after felling, the trees are pre-skidded to a trail, skid road, or corridor using animals. Although several animal species are used in harvesting operations around the world, most commonly pre-skidding is done by draft horses. There are some advantages of this method, namely the possibility to work in dense stands and on narrow corridors, soft soils, and sloped terrain. There is also a very low impact on the soil and stands, no exposure to noise, vibration, and exhaust gases, and typically an easier workload. In some conditions, the costs are competitive compared to other pre-skidding options. There are, however, some disadvantages such as a limited payload per turn, typically constraining the method to young stands, a limited distance on which the method works efficiently, which is commonly of up to 100 meters, as well as a limited daily working time of the horses. Animal pre-skidding is still competitive compared to other mechanized pre-skidding methods, but it is rarely used in industrialized countries due to a small number of horse loggers. Pre-skidding distance and tree size have the strongest effect on cycle time, productivity, and costs, and the work is considered to be very heavy and dangerous. The work cycle of pre-skidding full trees by horses is composed of the following work elements: preparing the horses and the dragging equipment. Empty turn, which means that the worker drives the horse from the trail, skid road, or corridor into the stand. Attaching the payload, which means that the worker uses the traction equipment such as chains to attach the wood. Sometimes payload forming tasks are required before actually attaching the payloads. Loaded turn, which means that the worker drives the horse and payload from the stand to the trail, skid road, or corridor. Detaching the payload, which means that the worker releases the wood from the dragging equipment. Other tasks, which include taking care of the horse during the work. Pre-skidding by animals is a non-mechanized way of doing the work. It is not purely manual since the main driving force is provided by animals, nor is it purely animal work since some tasks are done manually or need human assistance. All the elements in a work cycle are either done manually or assisted by a single worker. In this example, they used draft horses to pre-skid full trees which were felled in a beach stand following a thinning operation. Only the most important and repetitive work elements are covered in this tutorial, such as the empty turn, attaching the load, loaded turn, and detaching the load. To attach the load, they use chains equipped with hooks. As shown, some of the loads were preformed in this example. Sometimes, they are doing this task by manual means, or by using the same horses on much shorter distances, then they are moving the wood to the trail, skid road, or corridor.